Like every time I would hear it, I would get scared. I was really yeah, it goes by real fast. Magnetic. That's right, it's Hump Day. We're getting ready on the steady. We're getting steady on the lady. We're eating the spaghetti. We're getting ready for Wednesday. Hump Day. Spectacular. Wacky Wednesday. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning right here in South Central, my house. More appropriate reaction for that particular joke. Come on, guys. There you go. Damn crows. Anyway, hello, good morning, happy Hump Day. And don't forget, every day, the first thing we do to start the show and make sure you guys are flabbergasted with, well, maybe mesmerized with the most intense entertainment you could possibly get on the internet. You'll never find anything more exciting than you will right here every morning when I turn on my super duper ultra mega hardcore unbelievable remarkable THX certified special effects extravaganza. Check it out. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. So let's find out who's here with us today. All right. Number one, ladies and gentlemen, the only son. I'm sorry. I got distracted because I was looking at. I want to try something slightly different. Let's go with this one. Doing my greetings. I'm trying to do something where maybe I have music playing in the back because I got all of my songs uploaded on here, but I barely ever use them. So I'm trying to find appropriate uses for them where I'm not going to be overbearing. Tequila Kid, good morning, Hezokuai. Good morning to you. Good to see you. And then King Stu 2000. Good morning, all. Good morning to you. Scott Ammo's here, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, Hezokuai and pals. Good morning, Scott. Good to see you. Happy Hump Day. Dan farted. I love this. I read this earlier when he first posted it. Good morning, everyone. I farted on my wallet. Now I have gas money. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you. It's good stuff, man. Colrack, hey, all, what's up, Colrack? Good to see you. Always great to have you here. Dino's in the house. What's up, Dino? Yes, yes. Graham from the Graham and Bob Show is here. He wasn't the first, but at least he's got a good seat. Welcome to the show. Always good to have you around, my friend. And I do consider him an actual friend. Carl's Order of the Squirrels, what's up? I'll be wiping my squirrel. Oh, nice. Yeah. I'll be wiping. I'm going to be wiping my squirrel-sized laptop because having a human-sized one would be absurd. Andrew Hoyer, good morning, Rash family. Good morning to you. All right, hello, welcome to the show. Let's see, Jersey Fool. What day is it anyway? It's Hump Day. Yes, yes. Yes. Ask the camel to get the schmamel and put it Hey, Unclean Hands is here. All right. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I'm talking about. Coffee time. That ain't no joke, folks. Yes. Jason D says, hey, all. I say, hey, Jason, what's up? How's it going? There's Dino again. Tequila Kid. Graham. Dino. Graham. Unclean. Carl's Order of the Squirrel. Terry Barnes in the house. All right. Good to see you, buddy. Graham and Unclean. All right. That was quick. I think I'm all caught up already. Well, hello. Welcome. On this beautiful, 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 spectacular, amazing, unbelievable Wednesday morning. Hump Day. Wacky Wednesday. We're ready to go, schmo. Yeah. Go get funky. Gonna do the monkey. Or is that the jerk? I don't know. Remember all my 60s dances. I know the twist. And the swim. I think the boogaloo. Yeah, I don't know. Tony Maroney maybe was. I don't know. So, anyway, hello. Welcome. Good to see you. So, yesterday, Movie Tuesday, went to see A Haunting in Venice. And I want to tell you guys something. Now, I don't know how many of you have heard me like, the Watusi. Yes, the Watusi. Haha, Brensley, what's up? I said, what's up? All right. Hello, all submissive. All right. Hey, you know what? You said the ladies over here and they got black leather boots on, and I'll start bootlicking, all right, and I'll be all the submissive you want. Woohoo! Those sky high black leather. Oh, forget about it. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Man, now you got me thinking about that. Thank Brent. That's a whole nother story. I'll tell you a good story though. So I went to the movies last night, and for those of you who don't know or I never heard, like when I explained how I do my rating system for movies, I go on a 5-star system. All right. So the majority of the movies that I've been talking about here on the channel have been maybe 3.5 stars, a couple 2s in there. To be fair, for those of you who remember, when I saw Oppenheimer, the projector broke in the theater in the middle of the film. So I never actually got to see the whole movie. So I can't really give that one a fair grade. So far, I would have to go back and watch every Wednesday morning show. I ain't about to do that. Maybe eventually one day I'll like put together like a collection of all my movie reviews from all the Wednesdays. But I think the highest grade I gave a movie yet was probably maybe John Wick 4. I don't know. But I have to say, like I said, out of 5 stars, A Haunting in Venice, absolutely a 4-star movie. I really, really, really liked this movie a lot. It was so cool. And the way, and it's a detective story. And no spoilers. I'm not even going to begin to touch on that because it's a detective story. Spoilers will ruin everything, the whole film. So I'm not even going to get into that at all. But I will say that Kenneth Branagh's direction, I really loved it. It's a very, very stylistic film. And when you look at it in terms of like camera angles and film stocks and lenses and stuff, he's all over the place. Like a master craftsman. I mean, he puts together some of the coolest looking things. Like, again, no kinds of spoilers in any way because it's in Venice, right? So you're gonna see the streets are water. But like, for example, there's just a scene where like it's a boat, but what do they call them? In Venice you get a ride on the boats they use in Venice. There's a word for them. I can't believe my brain isn't working right now. I just watched the damn movie last night. gondola. So the gondola pulls up, but the camera, it's like it pulls up to the building, but the camera is like way on top of the building, filming down onto the water as the gondola pulls up. It's a little thing, but it's like things like that, things that as a director, he, put that in there on purpose. It's really, really cool looking, very, very well shot, very, like I said, very stylized. And the other thing I really liked about it, and when you're doing a detective film, doing this sort of thing is extremely important. So I love the fact that Kenneth Branagh recognized that and put it in the film, is this whole idea of when you're watching a good detective story, right? Like a good episode of Columbo or any real good detective story, everything is there. They show you everything. And in the end, when the detective puts it all together and he's like, well, so-and-so did this and that, and it, you're sitting there thinking, oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh, yeah, he was in there. Oh, wait, that was the guy that put the, oh, that's right. There was the thing with the, and it's like, it all clicks because they drop all the hints during the movie, but in a way that doesn't make it obvious. You don't figure it out until he figures it out and tells you, and you're like, oh, that's right. That was over there. Yep. Very, very well done. If there's anything about it I wasn't crazy about, I mean, we're talking so minuscule that we're talking about literally maybe 19 frames total within the entire film. There are two particular jump scares. Again, I'm not doing anything with spoilers, but it's called A Haunting in Venice. So obviously, if it's a haunting, there's ghosts involved on some level. So there are a couple of jump scares where there's just like a split second where you think you see a ghost, but you don't know. That's again part of the mystery. Like, is it ghost? Is it not? We don't know. But a couple of those times, and again, because it was such a split second, maybe I just because it was so fast, I don't know, but it looked a lot to me like the thing that everyone freaking does. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Knives Out is definitely in that same sort of modern detective film genre, although this is based on an Agatha Christie novel. So the story is older. It's not a completely original story for the film. It's based on a book. But anyway, yeah, it's one of those very well made, just like that one was. Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, oh, Zerzu's here. Hey, what's up, Zerzu's Eye Queen? Good to see you. Little Chihuahua's here. What's up, Little Chihuahua? All right. Who else am I missing? Am I still caught up? All right. But anyway, what I didn't like about the jump scare bits wasn't that they happened. They were, and even the thing I didn't like about them was actually appropriate for this film. The problem is, it gave me vibes of the cliche modern horror movie, especially Blumhouse, the modern horror movie cliche of the little girl with the super long hair and the hair's in her face, and she's just like The Ring, I think, started it. That's the first movie I remember that had that. But it reminded me of that. The jump scares in this movie, like, they happen, and then I'm like, was that the little girl with the long hair in her face again? Come on. Come on. You're going to make a completely stylized film where Kenneth Branagh is going to pour all of his creativity and art into his direction. And then when it comes to the jump scares, oh, yeah, just throw the little girl with the hair in her face thing like they do in all the horror films. Like, that didn't sit right with me. But again, it happened so fast that I don't know, maybe I perceived it wrong just because that image is burned into my skull from it being in so many bad horror films lately. So I don't know. But anyway, Zerzu goes, where's the delicious salacious? What did that mean Hezokuai do to her? No. As far as I know, she's still on board. Captain of the ship. I'm the admiral, but she's the one behind the wheel. I haven't been to the movies since the drive-ins closed. Wow. Well, you're out in Texas, so that might have been like way, way beyond where they did for me. I remember. This is last time I went to the drive-in. Well, the last time I went to the drive-in was to see Dick Tracy and Arachnophobia. So that'll tell you how long ago that was. And I also remember going to the drive-in. We used to have, where I grew up in the city, we had a drive-in right down the street. And what my brother and I used to do, and just again to give you an idea of how long ago drive-ins were around, we went to a double feature, but we couldn't afford to go to the movies. So what we did was we pulled our car and parked in the parking lot right across the street from the drive-in, where you could see the screen from outside. So we couldn't hear the movies, but we could see them. And it was a double feature of these two new movies that just came out, Ferris Bueller's Day Off and whatever Friday the 13th movie was out that year. And that was the two movies they showed. And we just sat in our car, listening to the radio, hanging out, smoking. Well, no, we weren't smoking cigarettes because we were too young. And smoking cigarettes would have been illegal for us. So, no, we weren't doing that. And maybe even a couple beers. I don't know. We were kids. But we saw the screen all the way over there, and we're watching these movies. So, whatever. Let's see. That era needs a comeback. Yeah, drive-ins were fun, man. The last movie that scared me was Mission Impossible 3. Oh, no. There are still a few drive-ins. Yes, they do still exist, but they're extremely rare. Like I said, I used to have one right down the street from my house. There were so many of them. Now, you gotta go out of your way to look for them. Yeah. Oh, well. That's when they used to always sneak people into the trunk of their car, so they didn't have to pay to get them in. Ooh. What happened? I said boo. Let's go. Come on. We're live, guys. Hit the button. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for catching up. You know what? Come here. You're sleeping on the job, punk. Get your act together, all right?
But what do you mean? Since when am I in charge of the sound effects, man? Listen, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He's just using me as an excuse. Ow!
Don't be telling on me, you punk. Ain't nobody asked you. Sorry, you know how he is. Sometimes he gets a little crazy. Starts talking to himself. You know what I mean?
I'm not talking to myself. You are.
What the hell? What are you talking about? I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you.
Yeah, but I'm not real, you butterbrain douche canoe.
What do you mean you're not real? Dun dun dun. And so, anyway, let's get into the show. Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. Zed Zippy says, we have a drive-in in my town. Flagman Dan says, we have a drive-in in Jefferson, Wisconsin. All right. Of course, Highway Stars here. Lubbock, the triple screen called Stars of Stripes is now YouTube and FM frequency on your stereo. Yeah. Oh, that was one of the things that I liked. Because when I was younger and going through the drive-in, you had to pull up, roll your window like halfway down, and then they had a speaker, and you would grab and it was this big clunky metal thing that I always felt like was going to break my windshield, and you'd have to hang it on your windshield, and then it had a little volume knob, and that's how you'd hear the movie. And, when you're watching a big, like a sci-fi something, you just have that one little speaker, But then they started making it where there was a radio station broadcast from the theater, and they would tell you to tune into that station, and then it would play the audio from the movie through your car speakers. And if you had a good stereo in your car, you could actually watch those action movies, and it's like awesome, So that was kind of fun for a minute while it lasted. What's up, Maddie? All right. So Hez has finally lost it. The question is, have I ever had it? Did you ever drive off and leave the speaker in the window? No comment. Actually, I think I came close to doing that once. Like I started, then I felt the pull, and like I heard, and sorry, and then hung it back up. All right, getting into drive-in movie stories is making me remember some. I had a lot of fun at the drive-in when I was a kid. Let's put it that way. Well, when I was a teenager, well, I was always fun, but let's not get too, you know. Anyway, welcome to the show, everybody. So, I wanted to start today. I don't know if you guys remember, but I made a video like a couple years ago where I discovered Tella Klein's channel, and I was advertising her channel. And for those of you who don't remember who Tella Klein is she's in Glenn Serio's neighborhood, so she covered him better than anybody. She had all the Glenn Serio scoops because she'd see him walking down the street and she'd pull out her camera and she'd film him. Well, Glenn's back, and so is Tella Klein. So let's start the show with the new Tella Klein video. All right. We're going to get down with the funky monkey. Come on. Dang, nabbit, shut up. What the heck? Oh, my.
Hello, everyone. I just wanted to make a quick video. I made a community post earlier, but I wanted to try and reach as many people as possible because I feel like this is really important. Glenn made a video earlier today, and he just said some silly things, but that's not why I am making this video. I was told about a post that Glenn has made under his community tab, and I would like everyone's help with this post. And again, I'll say this is not something that I normally would do, but I feel like this is important enough that I should reach out and ask you guys to help report this post. I want to play a little quick video. This was one of the first videos I made of Glenn, and this was after one of his court dates for Officer Jacoby's ticket, the reckless driving ticket. And this was right down from the courthouse at his attorney's office. I saw Glenn's van and I stopped, and Glenn ended up calling the police on me. First time in my life I've ever had the police called on me. And I just wanted to play a little clip. Are you afraid of a camera, Glenn? Do you not like to be filmed?
Criminal charges. I'm pressing charges.
So what did I do? I'm on a public street.
Press charges.
I'm just on a public street filming.
Okay, but just stop talking to Glenn, because Glenn doesn't know how to follow instructions to make it easier, okay? To figure out what's going on. Can I have you come to my location? I have Glenn Serio here, and he's interfering with the investigation.
So I thought it was funny because the officer said Glenn doesn't know how to follow instructions, and the officer also knew Glenn by name, which a lot of the Everett police knew Glenn by name. And there are videos of Glenn with Officer Rocha. Now, the reason I played that video, and that was the first time Glenn called the police on me, and of course I was nervous, and the responding officer was Officer Rocha, and he was so nice to me and so kind and gave me some good advice about Glenn. He warned me about Glenn, And unfortunately, Officer Rocha was killed in the line of duty a year ago. And there is videos on Glenn's page where he interacted with Officer Rocha when Glenn was being his nasty self as an auditor. But anyhow, so Officer Rocha was brutally murdered on the job, and the guy that did it is serving life in prison, so that's been taken care of. But of course, Glenn has to be Glenn, and he has now a post on his community tab. Here's community tab, and Glenn made a post about Officer Rocha and talking about the video and the photos of Officer Rocha interacting with the man, the criminal. So anyways, I'm asking everybody to please help and please report. Go to Glenn's community tab. Sorry, this is so shaky. Go to the community tab and out of focus now, and report this post. It's not a video, it's a post under his community tab, but there's 3 little dots that you click on and you report this, please, and we will see if we can get YouTube to remove this distasteful video. I'm sure it violates some sort of standards. Thank you so much.
Wow. So there's a cop that Glenn Serio didn't like, and now he's complaining because they won't give him the footage of the cop getting shot in the head. Like, what does he want that for? And I see why she would take that as him doing something wrong, because you know Glenn, and you know damn well he doesn't want that footage so that he could use it to do a memorial service for the fallen hero. No, no. Oh, shit runs downhill and it lands on Glenn Serio. Or maybe it is Glenn Serio when he's rolling downhill. All right, that's more like it. Better, yeah. Better than the best, better than all the rest. Hey, it's Wednesday. Welcome to Hump Day, everybody. Everybody who's here that wasn't here earlier. Hello. 45 people in here, 26 likes. Quick reminder, 80 likes gets you a super duper ultra mega hardcore happy dance. All right. Shut up. Much better. Thank you. Yes. Oh, dearie dear. I'm trying to get my stuff situated because for those of you who've been following me for a while and know that my son's birthday's coming up real soon. He's up in Wisconsin, so I plan on surprising him by being there on his birthday. So I'm finalizing all my travel plans and everything right now to last few days. I'm getting all set and ready to go. I'm going to be leaving anytime now. I plan on driving up there, so I don't have a very specific itinerary, but I'm creating it right now. And in the meantime, I'm trying to get everything prepared because, like I've said, and the whole reason I'm even telling you guys all this, like, what do I care about what you're doing outside of the show, because it may affect the show. I might, if I'm on the road and I don't have any Wi-Fi nearby, I might not be able to broadcast. So the rest of this week, obviously Saturday, I'm going to do my show no matter what, because I already got Miss Mandy scheduled and everything. I can't blow that. But the point is, all of next week, broadcasts are going to be spotty at best, depending on what kind of internet access I have. So we'll see what happens and how it goes. And even when I am on, I'm not going to have all that cool fancy stuff. It's just going to be me and my laptop, or maybe me and my phone. I am going to try, and I mentioned this yesterday, I'm working on making some little videos just to have, maybe, because it might be easier just to have a pre-uploaded that I did before I left video that I haven't published yet, so that if I can't get, Wi-Fi for any period of time, maybe at least I could, on my phone, I could use my phone to go to a video I already have loaded and just hit post, just change it from private or unlisted to public. And then at least you guys will get something coming from me while I'm gone. But we'll see. I'm going to play it by ear, and hopefully everything's going to be kosher Dale Pickles. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, those butter pickles? Oh, those things are so good. Oh, man, why you got me talking about pickles? Especially those butter pickles. Oh, man, those things are so good. Yeah. Film your travels and post when you get back. Yes, Robert, as a matter of fact, if you go back, and I am going to do that. But if you go back in my videos, you'll see that I have a video called Hezokuai Audits in 3 states. Because the kids, we got like the split custody thing. So the kids were living with me for a while. And then when it was her turn, I drove up there and dropped them off with her. And during that drive, I did 3 audits in 3 different states, brought my boys with me, and so I did that and I posted that. So yeah, I've done that. But this time, oh, I don't want to give you guys any spoilers, but maybe a teaser. When I go on my road trip this time, I'm bringing him with. Oh yeah, that's it. I have a feeling he might run off and get out of control and try to audit something. Grandpa's all right. Good to see you, buddy. Great to have you here. No justice, knows justice. All right, he loves that voodoo doll. Coffee and tasins. It's amazing. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a membership milestone from Big Bork Little Bite. Whoop, whoop, whoop. All right. All right, Big Bork says, maybe some videos of News Now Voodoo acting up and getting tased. Hell yeah. There it is. All right. Yeah, again, that comes down to, y'all got to remember, like I say, I got StreamYard here, but I have YouTube over there. So I saw this on YouTube, but there's a delay. So then I saw it on StreamYard after. So, all right. 2 more road trip audits. You know it. Frauditor UK, keep up the awesome work. Thank you. Yes, I will. Absolutely, positively. Yay. All right. Yay. All right. Yay. All right. I'm glitching again. My brain gets insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. Insane in the membrane. I'm insane. Got no brain. I didn't write the song. Damn crows. Leave me alone. Ah, crap. They do that sometimes. You got to be ready. Ready on the Freddy. Getting steady. Ladies and gentlemen, Dummy Kruger. All right. Love Dummy Kruger. He was in the chat yesterday, and he's going to be my guest on my Saturday show on September 30th. Ladies and gentlemen, the new Dummy Kruger video.
Welcome to the Dummy Kruger channel, everyone. Today's video takes us to the Warren B. Rudman United States Courthouse, a federal building located in Concord, New Hampshire. The featured auditor in today's video is named Frank Staples, but is commonly referred to as Footloose. I've covered Footloose once before, highlighting some of the craziest moments from a 13-hour-long trial that ultimately found him guilty on one of 2 charges of disorderly conduct. You can find that video below in the description. Footloose formulated a 3-pronged plan to record the sentencing of Ian Freeman, a libertarian activist and radio talk show host. Freeman was recently found guilty on 8 charges, including operating an unlicensed money transmitting business and conspiracy to commit money laundering. He was also found guilty of money laundering, but that was later overturned. Per Freeman himself, the prosecutors are looking for the maximum sentence of 20 years in prison, along with over $20 million in forfeiture and restitution.
Ian Freeman addresses a crowd of supporters on the steps of the federal courthouse in Concord Monday afternoon. The Keene resident was supposed to be sentenced on felony charges connected to what prosecutors describe as an unlicensed virtual currency business. The government says Freeman laundered over $10 million in proceeds of romance scams and other internet frauds by exchanging U.S. dollars for Bitcoin.
The whole idea that I had anything at all to do with these scams is absolutely absurd. It's not true.
Freeman's sentencing has been delayed due to questions over possible restitution.
His sentencing has been delayed until October 2nd, but this was the background that Footloose used to try and get his camera in the court. The first day, which Footloose dubbed Stage 1, follow him and fellow First Amendment auditor, Press NH Now, testing the waters. Before we get to the video, please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, and comment below. Let's jump right in.
Because I want to get on the same page. So we're not going to try to.
We're not going to try to like go in.
Yeah, obviously. So we know that they don't.
Correct.
So let's make our.
We're going to let them know. Yeah, we're just
not
going
trying to cause trouble. We're just trying to get the administration order if there is any.
If there is one, yep.
If somebody wants to come out and speak with us in the lobby, that'd
be great.
Blah 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 blah.
Yep.
I get it. But why is there no video of Ian's trial?
Because they are not allowing it.
So why the f are they going to allow us?
I don't know.
Press NH Now actually had a really good question. Why in the hell will they be allowed to record the trial when no one else can? The answer is they cannot per Rule 83.8 of the United States District Court of New Hampshire's local rules. More on that later.
Gentlemen, good. How you doing? So we're not trying to come in or anything. I was here before. I don't know if you remember, but yes, he was supposed to give me a copy of an order or something because I did get a picture of this. Photographs for news, advertising, commercial purposes, 41 CFR 102-74420. And I've read that, and it actually says we're allowed to film in the public areas in the lobbies. And so there's no like law or rule cited here.
Yeah, wait for Joe to come.
I am, yeah, I'm gonna ask him all these things. Because it has to be constitutional, that's all. It is what it is. We're not trying to cause any problems right now.
If this scenario seems familiar, that's because it is. Footloose is using the exact same verbiage Denver Metro Cardigan used when he was arrested and convicted for recording in a Social Security building.
We're about ready to just mob right in there right now.
He was shown signs posted to the exterior and interior doors prohibiting his entry, but stated that he need not follow them. Quote, "That's just a piece of paper. That's not a law."
This guy said he's calling the police on me because I'm recording him.
That's what we're talking about. There is this right here, okay?
Let me see. Let me get a shot of that.
Electronic devices may not be used to take photographs or make video recording.
That's not a CFR though. Yes, it's just a piece of paper. Anyone can write. You could write no red shirts. That's not a law, sir. That's just a piece of paper.
We will be looking back on the groundbreaking case of U.S. versus Cardigan throughout the video.
So that actually says we are allowed to film in the lobbies unless there's a.
All right, so real quick, I wanted to throw this in there, and just FYI, I've been having computer problems the last few days. I think I mentioned that to you guys yesterday. So if something weird happens in the stream and it gets cut off or something right in the middle of everything, it's probably related to that. I apologize. But now I'm also having problems with my keyboard because one of the things that I use to make my show pop is keyboard shortcuts. I always got this hand on the mouse and this hand on either my soundboard or my keyboard. And I like when I'm playing these videos, I use my keyboard shortcuts to open the screen and to press play and to press pause. But they're not working right now. And I've been having trouble with my keyboard. My X key's been sticking. And you don't realize how many words have the letter X in them until you start having an X key that doesn't work. Then all of a sudden you notice a lot. Yeah. But so anyway, my play and pause button isn't working. The space bar. Oh yeah, you never use that. That's not going to be a problem. So anyway, I keep I was trying to pause this, but I'm hitting my space bar and nothing's happening. Anyway, the point I wanted to make, the whole reason I paused it, is I wanted to point out the first of all, the idea in general, right? Like any place that has a sign that says no recording is the target for these guys because it has a no recording rule, right? Oh no, not News Now Voodoo's in the chat now, you little punk. Let's see, what are you talking crap? You switch the wires. Oh, you're the one who's been messing with my computer. Oh, I knew it, you little brat. Ow! I'm sorry.
Ow! Much better. Ah!
Yeah. Anyway, fourth wall break again. All right, here we go. Love you guys. Anyway, this whole thing with, it's so many times they say stuff like this, but like, well, you could put a sign up that says no red shirts, or even better when they say something like, well, that's discrimination. What if you had a sign that says no black people? Well, you could put a sign, anyone could put a sign up that says anything. No, they can't. You can't put a sign up that says no black people. That is discrimination. They can't put a sign up, or enforce it at least, that says anything discriminating against race, color, creed, religion, sexual orientation. That's illegal. Then you would have a legitimate beef. Hell, I'd even be there with you. Like, I'd support you 100% if you were beefing on that. But that's not what this is. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again because it's a fact.
It's a fact.
It's a fact. It's a fact that you can't. Your definition of discrimination is discriminating against random idiots that are there to cause trouble. That's what you are. You don't call yourself that, but that's what you are. You're a random idiot who came there to cause a hassle and cause trouble and to wreak havoc. So yes, they're discriminating against random idiots that come in there to cause problems. Yes. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. That's like saying, like, you know, if you arrest somebody for stabbing someone in the face, that you're discriminating against murderers. Oh, how dare you? You arrest somebody for being a rapist, you're discriminating against rapists. Oh, how dare you? A certain amount of discrimination, a certain amount of judgment in certain circumstances is appropriate. Like this. You're trying to keep the random idiots that are walking in the door to cause trouble out. Like, what don't you understand about that? And the fact that they have signs telling you no filming should be a sign that they don't want you filming. Again, that's why they target the places with those signs. Duh. Shut up. Anyway, where we at? 39 likes, 57 people. iKiss is in the house. What's up? Linda Hill, what's up? Parson 1122. All right, stranger. All right. No red shirts. Wait a minute. That's called a dress code, and some places do have it. Yes. Yes, actually, you're right. They could do that. That's not discrimination. Like I said, race, creed, color, sexual orientation, you know, disability, things like that are discrimination. Bano for £6 or euros. Sorry. Let's have a happy dance. Hopefully DMA gets his just reward in a week. Yes, they're going to lock him up. And I hope. Here's your happy dance. All right. Thank you very much. By the way, there's become this whole side story for my channel that's been going on only in the comments section. I mentioned it before, but it happens every night, so I got a new one from this morning. So Rube Maximilian, which sometimes you'll see him in here, but he's always able to catch the show later. So then he'll go back and rewatch from the beginning, and in the end, he'll post a comment. But he always posts his comments in character, as if he's the janitor coming in to clean up after the show and get ready for the next day's show. and he was talking about, whoa, dude, I love the fact that you're getting all these happy dances in, but you're going to kill the damn chair. We have to reset the springs every night. I thought that was hilarious because, you know, the way I'm bouncing every day when I do the happy dance. Speaking of which, let's do another one just because it's hump day. All right. Yeah. But I'll tell you, in real life, legitimately, first of all, I know. Second, this is actually a heavy-duty chair. I purposely went out of my way to buy a heavy-duty chair, an extra strong one. So, no red shirts because they always die. Ladies and gentlemen, the Internet Award of the day goes to Billy Yank for the Star Trek reference. All right. And here's your happy dance. All right, thank you. Yes. And I'll tell you what, for anyone who doesn't know, because I know there are some Star Trek geeks around here, but just in case you don't know what that is, or you heard the joke but you don't really get it. So especially in the original Star Trek, they would always go on the planets, and you'd have like maybe say 5 characters go on the planet. 3 of them would be people that you know, Kirk or Spock or Scott. Well, not Scotty. He was the one sending them back and forth. But you know what I'm saying, you know, Bones. And then like 2 other random people with red shirts. And it was always the people with the red shirts that would end up getting killed because they're not going to kill off the main characters. And that was always the thing with the original Star Trek. The red shirts were the ones who always got killed. And that way they can have the drama of the danger, because that's one of the things with movie, if you want to build drama and suspense, is there has to be some sort of realistic danger portrayed in the film, right? Or the TV show, whatever. So actually having people die, like, heightens the stakes. Like, whoa, these guys will kill you. But you don't want the main characters to get killed, so you kill off the red shirts. But story-wise, if you actually look at the Star Trek universe and the mythos behind it, the reason why they wear red shirts is red indicates security. Those are the security guards. They're the security detail. So, of course, they're the ones that are going to be running towards the guys with the guns. And then blue are the science officers. You know, Kirk wore green in some of them and sometimes gold because he's an officer, you know, command as opposed to science or, you know, whatever. So that's why the red shirts were always the ones who got killed, because red indicated that they're part of the security detail. And that's how they were able to make that work. And hey, guess what? You could be playing the video, you idiot, but instead you're talking about Star Trek. See, I did it again. I hit the space bar and nothing happened. Hold on. Now I'm hitting it hard. Come on. Nothing. What the hell? Play.
Thing, and you said you were going to give it to me last time. I'm hearing you out.
So these are the local rules. These are orders that are established by the. Can you stop recording? I'm asking you again.
Not until we see these rules.
That's what I'm here for, man.
I mean, this is public, right? 8.3.
So my
So that's it. And then can I read this? Can I read it? So why isn't there a notification here that it says the 83 point? There's nothing here.
Just make this easier.
But it doesn't cite it there.
The totality of the rules and procedures for this courthouse is well over 100 pages long. The rule that prohibits recording in the building reads as followed. Except authorized personnel in the discharge of their official government duties, all persons are prohibited from photographing, recording, audio or video, broadcasting, transmitting, or televising within the Warren B. Rudman U.S. Courthouse.
So this is the only thing that you're trying to, that thing is, I know. What are you guys going to do if we don't stop? What's the law? What's the penalty for not following this no filming thing? The court will follow through with what? Meaning what? They hold you in contempt? That could be, so you will have to talk to the judge to get us in contempt. I'm just saying. You would have to talk to the judge to hold us in contempt, correct?
So if you want to go put your stuff away and come back in
Oh, do we want to do that now? We want to do that today? All right. Okay, what, for Monday? For Monday, right? Yeah. All right, so let's go do that. We're gonna go put our stuff away and we'll be right back. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
What was that one?
So that was stage one. In stage two, things ramp up a bit when DHS is called and they are asked to leave the building. Footloose replaces Press NH Now with New Hampshire State Representative Jason Gerhard. Jason is a newly elected Republican politician representing Merrimack 25. For a little bit more background on the New Hampshire State Representative, he was found guilty of aiding and conspiring to obstruct justice for Elaine and Edward Brown, seen in the picture here, a fugitive couple who dispute the constitutionality of taxes. Per the New York Times, the Browns are already serving a 63-month sentence for refusing to pay income taxes, but an 8-month standoff with law enforcement at their Plainfield Township home after their January 2007 conviction delayed the beginning of their sentence. Over the course of the standoff, Ed Brown, in a series of online, radio, and newspaper interviews, insisted that neither he nor his wife would be taken into custody alive and threatened a, quote, Waco-style response if federal authorities tried to take them by force. On October 4th, a team of undercover United States Marshals posing as supporters of the Browns placed them both under arrest without incident. A number of Brown supporters have also been convicted for aiding and abetting the couple by providing weapons, ammunition, and basic supplies during the standoff, as well as conspiring to prevent the U.S. Marshals from arresting the Browns. Jason Gerhard, who we will soon see in the video, of Brookhaven, New York, was sentenced to 20 years in federal prison. In an affidavit for a search warrant, a deputy marshal, Roy Wright, said Gerhard and his co-conspirators temporarily resided in the Browns' home and assisted the Browns in surveillance designed to detect the presence of law enforcement officers, purchased firearms, brought firearms to the Browns' home, and publicly announced their intention to forcefully resist efforts by the U.S. Marshals Service to arrest Edward Brown and Elaine Brown. At Mr. Gerhard's home on Montauk Highway, investigators said they found an active pipe bomb containing gunpowder in a storage box, a rifle, ammunition, and literature promoting anti-government activities. Continuing, investigators also found about 24 complete and several incomplete pipe bombs at the Browns' house. According to the indictment, Gerhard assembled, used, and possessed these bombs. Gerhard would eventually be found guilty, where he spent 12 years in federal prison. Shortly after getting out, he jumped straight into politics. About 2 weeks ago, he posted a video on Rumble with the title saying, State Rep, time to shoot down toxic chemtrail planes in New Hampshire.
So I am putting in a bill to shoot down said planes that do not comply with orders. There's another one, it's the same one, right in front of me. But I'm driving, you know what? And if you haven't seen these yet, then you're just not paying attention. So
the chemtrail conspiracy theories have been around for quite a while. They claim that the contrails left behind by aircraft are not simply composed of water vapor and ice crystals, but are instead chemicals or substances intentionally sprayed by government agencies or other organizations for various nefarious purposes. Some of those nefarious purposes are geoengineering, mind control, population control, environmental harm, including weather control, as well as alien involvement. So now that we know a little bit more about this state representative,
okay, hold on. A couple of things. First of all, when the hell did YouTube change the play and pause button to the letter K? I'm trying to use the space bar because I always use the space bar, and now I just found out they changed it to the letter K. When did that happen, and how come nobody told me? How come I didn't get the memo? Holy crap. So there's nothing wrong with my keyboard except for the sticky X key. Ugh. Anyway, well, now that I got that settled, so this whole thing, ladies and gentlemen, never go to New Hampshire. They elected an idiot who wants to start shooting down passenger planes if they see chemtrails coming out of them. How many hundreds of people are you going to murder a day? Holy crap, what a lunatic! How the hell did this guy get elected? Stay the hell out of New Hampshire. Holy shit. Damn it, I hit spacebar again. Letter K. Let's try it. No, that's L. No, I'm hitting K and it's not doing nothing. What is it? Oh, because, never mind. Let's try it now. There you go.
Let's jump back to the video.
Yeah, so my thing is that 83.3 rule that they're trying to use, where are they getting their authority for that rule? And what's the scope? Like I showed you, the scope of those rules says for civil things. So this is not coming in here is not a civil matter. This is a public matter.
So Footloose is basing his argument that he can record in this courthouse on Rule 1.1F, which reads, Scope, Local Rules 1.1 through 83.16, which the prohibition for recording falls under, shall govern the procedure in all civil actions. Frankly speaking, this entire idea seems incredibly impractical from the outset. It raises a fundamental question. How could prohibition be enforced throughout the entire courthouse, as it seems to suggest, while also restricting it solely to civil cases? This notion lacks practicality, especially when considering that the courthouse inevitably handles a mixture of both civil and criminal cases throughout the day.
Well, I'm not an auditor. I don't make money on my YouTube channel or anything. I document my business, and some auditors, they get, well, a lot of them get paid for it. They make money and they get views off of conflict. So when you're monetized, it's going to subconsciously or consciously make you say, oh, first of all, you have to do a certain amount of hours every week to get paid. So you have to produce content. So you're already being forced to create stuff. And then, I forget where I was going with that.
Yeah, you start pushing yourself loose.
Yeah, you just start, and then you start creating situations and being a jerk and baiting and stuff like that,
In the title of my video, I labeled Footloose as a First Amendment auditor because he uses the same lingo of every other auditor I've covered in the past. However, he likes to refer to himself as a, quote, nullifier. What I believe he means by that is he is someone who sees themselves as a safeguard against unjust laws and government overreach. And to be fair, he portrayed First Amendment auditors in a manner that aligns with my perception of the majority of them, as provocateurs who wield their cameras to intentionally provoke confrontations simply for money.
And then there's case law for filming in public. Glick versus Cuniff, Smith versus Cummings, and this is a First Circuit case too.
Where is the public? What public are they using?
Is a case, Glick versus Cuniff, First Circuit, 2011, is a case which the United States Court of Appeals for the First Circuit held that a private citizen has the right to record video and audio of police carrying out their duties in a public place, and that the arrest of the citizen for a wiretapping violation violated his First and Fourth Amendment rights. Case arose when Simon Glick filmed Boston, Massachusetts police officers from the bicycle unit making an arrest in public park. When
Glick versus Knuff gets thrown around a lot by these guys. Glick established a legal precedent that individuals have a right to record the police in public spaces as long as they do so without interfering with law enforcement activities. The problem I see with his argument is that he's sitting in a federal courthouse where Glick, the man arrested for filming officers, was in the Boston Common, a public park in Boston. The fact that he was in a public park was a key factor in the legal dispute regarding his right to record law enforcement officers without violating the law. Denver Metro Audits tried to use the same case law for his case at the Social Security office, but was quickly shut down. This is what I said about that at the time. There was also an argument about non-public forums versus traditional public forums. It reads, government restrictions on speech in non-public forum need only be viewpoint neutral and reasonable in light of the forum's purpose. Interestingly, both the government and DMA's side agree the SSA offices are a non-public forum, but that didn't stop DMA's attorney from quoting case law that involved only traditional public forums. The government writes, Cordova's reliance on cases discussing video recording as a form of speech creation is misplaced. These cases relate to recording video in a public forum. The government does not dispute that video recording is afforded some protection under the First Amendment, as are other activities prohibited in federal agency offices by the GSA regulations, such as solicitation, posting flyers, and commercial advertising. It seems they are essentially saying, yes, video recording can be protected under the First Amendment, but so are these other First Amendment activities like solicitation and posting flyers. From my understanding, as long as these prohibitions are viewpoint neutral in a non-public forum, those prohibitions on First Amendment activities are lawful. The judge here makes a clear distinction about recording in a traditional public forum, like the Boston Common, versus a non-public forum, like an SSA building or a federal courthouse.
I don't know if they could spray something or what. Hey, good. How you doing? Good. Thank you. I don't know if they could spray something.
You guys are filming and videoing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sure. It says we're allowed to right here.
You're not allowed to, though.
It actually says we're allowed to right here.
Okay.
Building entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, and auditoriums for news, unless there is a rule, which is this 83.38.
Yep.
83.8. And there are exceptions here, but before I get into that, the
Okay,
scope.
well, first of all,
All right, listen, before he gets into his explanation, again and again and again and again with these butterbrain douche canoes, the way they interpret this whole thing is always the same. It's the same thing as Poster 7. It's almost the exact same verbiage. You're allowed to do this, this, and this in these lobbies and blah, blah, blah for news purposes. Okay, so what's the news purpose? Well, I'm a journalist because the First Amendment makes everyone on the planet a journalist. Okay, I'll give you that. I don't agree, but let's just say that that is true. What's the news? What's the news purpose that you're there? In other words, it's like, it's legal for me to film here if I'm filming here for news. And because I call myself a journalist, the fact that I call myself that in and of itself makes the fact that I'm filming for news. See, that's where the disconnect happens. In the times when I've interviewed these guys and I've tried to talk sense to them and they don't understand anything. That's one of the points where the disconnect happens. It's like, look, if there's news, you legally have the right under freedom of the press to film it. But filming nothing and saying I'm filming for news purposes because legally I can, there's a disconnect. It's like the reason why they're doing it is covered by the law that allows them to do it, if there's a reason for them to do it, and the fact that it's legal is the reason. But that's not a reason. That's not a real reason. That's why I always say it. They say you're being ridiculous. I'm like, no, you don't know how to think. You don't know how to think your ideas through to a logical conclusion because these guys have no logic. I'll say, you could stand in the lobby and slap yourself in the head. That's legal. Why aren't you doing that? The only reason you're filming is because it's legal. So if you do things only because they're legal, you can legally smack yourself upside the head. Here's another one. In fact, I think this is the perfect example. I honestly believe that this is the ultimate argument against their argument, counter to their argument. Why don't you, because almost all, I mean, there's some of them that are not, but the majority of these people are dudes and white. So go up to a black guy and call him the N-word. It's covered under the First Amendment. You're a First Amendment auditor. It's legal. The only reason you do what you do is because it's covered by the First Amendment and it's legal. That's covered by the First Amendment and it's legal. So how come you're not going out there doing that? Well, I don't want to do that. Why not? You don't mind calling a cop a pig? You don't mind calling an old lady a cunt? You don't mind calling, secretaries all kinds of horrible bitches and names and giving these people a hard time and swearing at them and insulting them? But how come you won't go up to a black guy and insult him for no reason? You go up to cops and insult them for no reason all the time. City employees, random people on the street, white people. Now, Hez, why are you bringing race into this? No, I'm trying to make the point. It's not about race. I'm trying to make the point that their story, their excuse, their reason why they do what they do is basically, well, because I legally can. Well, going up to black guys and calling them the N-word is something you legally can do. How come you're not doing that? If the only reason you do what you do is because it's legal and because it's covered under the First Amendment. That's legal and that's covered under the First Amendment. Okay, Hez, but I still don't understand how you're making the connection. Because feelings don't matter, right? Why don't you say that? Because the guy you're saying it to is going to have an emotional reaction and you know it. But I thought feelings didn't matter. Right. They don't matter when you're doing it to a cop who you know ain't going to do a damn thing about it. But you go in the wrong neighborhood and you say that word to the wrong guy, and you could have taken a few slugs of lead. Even the way they're doing it. I mean, we already saw when Furry Potato got shot. How many of them get assaulted, attacked? I've seen guys pull knives on these guys. So that what they're doing is already dangerous. That's one of the reasons why they go after cops and people who are at work. Because they're soft targets. You know they're not going to actually do anything. Maybe at worst you might get arrested, which they don't care, because if they do, they just e-beg their fans for bail money. So there. You know what I was thinking as far as the space bar versus the letter K thing? Maybe it's my browser and not YouTube itself. I don't know. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. And let's get into this story.
My name is Inspector Flynn. I'm with the Federal Protective Service. Okay. All right, guys. So here's what I want to do. Okay. You can't do it in here. That's a nice badge. You can't do it in here. Okay. There's a building rule that states.
What is that?
Let me finish.
Sure.
Let me finish. There's a building rule that states you can't film inside of here. Okay?
What rule is that?
You're filming it. You were shown that yesterday, I believe, right?
No, I have it right here.
Okay.
In this, it says the scope. Hold on, sir, can I? Local rules 1.1 through 83.16.
Okay.
This is 83.8, so it falls into that. Shall govern the procedure in all civil actions.
So I argued earlier that this argument about the rules only pertaining to civil actions was pretty absurd. But don't take my word for it, because he either didn't look under the criminal rules or he simply decided to cherry pick that one point about civil actions. Under the scope for criminal rules, it reads 1.1 to 58.1 shall govern the procedure in all criminal actions. Civil local rules shall apply insofar as they do not conflict with any statute, federal or local crime, or individual order. The following civil/general local rules shall apply in criminal actions. And if we go down here, 83.8, the rule prohibiting recording, fits directly in that, making it a criminal action.
We're not here for civil action.
Okay. If you want to
We're here for public. This is a public forum. This is a public building.
Okay.
A courthouse is typically not considered a public forum in the same way that places like parks and sidewalks are. That's why the Glick versus Knuff case is relevant in this instance. Public forums are spaces that have traditionally been used for public expression and assembly, and where First Amendment rights are afforded significant protection. Courthouses, on the other hand, are government buildings primarily designed for the administration of justice and the conduct of legal proceedings. While they are open to the public and people have a right to access them for legal matters, they are subject to certain restrictions and regulations that are intended to ensure the fair and orderly administration of justice. These restrictions may include security measures, limited access to certain areas, and yes, even rules on prohibited recording.
And
Can you
if
show us the rule, please?
If you don't stop, then you will be arrested,
Okay.
okay?
Under violating a building rule.
You're gonna be arrested violating these rules, yes.
Can we talk outside about the rules?
Let's go outside. That's the whole intent of me coming here, is to have you guys go
I
outside.
just wanted to talk to
So it's like we've been out here filming for like,
Sir, if you want to put the park, you can. You can't bring the.
right, that's the problem. And it says right here. All right.
Just let me finish.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. My issue is that I believe my colleagues have a vested interest in what happens in this building. It's on New Hampshire land. New Hampshire is a sovereign entity. So the GSA and all these federal agencies, you guys can make all the stuff you want. That's fine. Okay. But as far as I'm concerned, a state representative, part of the people who sent me to account for what's going on, should have the ability to talk to the clerk, who, as far as I'm concerned, is kind of like the head of the courthouse, right? So that's all I want to do is ask about these rules and then cite New Hampshire state law that gives me the ability to do this. That's my issue.
Unfortunately, your argument's gonna be moot because you're on federal property and federal law trumps state law.
No, it doesn't actually.
Okay.
So Representative Gerhardt is seeking access to the clerk's office to inquire about the recording of the Freeman case. His claim revolves around the notion that he is being...
What the hell? Did I put the wrong date on this stream? Hold on. Let me get to my... No, live. No, videos. Where's today's... Oh, crap, it does say 9/27. Thank you for letting me know. I'll fix that right now before I forget. Thank you so much. Holy crap, my time machine's been discombobulated. All right, I updated that. Thank you for the heads up. Anyway, it's time for the cupcake happy dance. All right, let's go. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Linda 67, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Great to have you here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got 61 people in here. We got 55 likes. There she is. All right. And next week, when I go up to Wisconsin for my son's birthday, Cupcake is in Wisconsin. We're going to meet up in real life. My plan is to give her a signed copy of my book, hand delivered. All right. I think that'll be fun. And she's excited for it too. It's going to be good stuff. We just have to figure out exactly when we're going to do it. But yes, fun stuff. Don't forget, if we hit 80 likes, you immediately will get a super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. All right. And now back to the Dummy Kruger video of the day. Happy Hump Day, everybody. Let's get funky with the sovereign citizen monkey.
Denied access to the clerk's office, although that is not the case at all. He retains the ability to engage with the clerk's office staff as long as he refrains from recording within the courthouse, a stipulation he is unwilling to adhere to. So they finally leave the inside of the courthouse, where we find a DHS representative offering to bring the paperwork to the clerk for him because he refuses to stop recording.
I'm not a lawyer, dude. I'm a carpenter, but this is bogus. You guys know it. I mean,
I'm more of a lawyer than he is.
So anyway, yeah, if you could deliver to the clerk, this is the main thing. Ian Freeman's trial on the Bitcoin thing is Monday. I would like to record that. Sentencing, I'm sorry. So I'd like to record that, and I just find it kind of odd. There's no real mechanism to go get that done. There's no...
I thought you went yesterday to find out about the rules to get that done.
Correct. And so that's the problem is, like I was saying, I researched this whole thing about photographing and the prohibitions, right? And there's exceptions. The exceptions.
The judge needs to give you an exception, correct?
No, the clerk.
Okay.
So there's
so is that in right here that you're requesting that?
No.
No, me, I'm
Why not?
because I don't think I should have to. I'm
Oh,
working
so
for the
you,
government.
no, okay, all right. So within this, there's a law
yeah.
that there's a rule and there's an exception, and it says, hey, make the request, but you don't want to make the request because it's your constitutional right.
Gerhard doesn't believe he needs to ask for an exception to record because he, quote, works for the government, which was interesting coming from someone with an anti-government past. Does he expect special privileges because he works for the government? His point is moot either way because as there are exceptions to record certain ceremonies and procedures in the courthouse, there isn't an exception to record a criminal trial, state rep or no state rep.
So something else I want to point out is this case.
Dude, he doesn't have any.
No, I know. But no, he's the guy. He's cool. He's not the Freeman case.
Yeah.
Glick versus Cunliffe.
Yeah.
Okay. This is about and it's a First Circuit case, and we are allowed to film. Held that a citizen has a right
Public
to film
area,
public
yeah.
officials in a public place. The public's right to access is coextensive with that of the press.
Okay.
Okay. So this is a public space. You've already admitted to it. It says public forum right on the thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
So listen, if you went inside the building, right? Say you went into the Social Security office, right? You go into the Social Security office. There's no filming in there either.
You can get permission from that agency.
There is a mechanism in place to get permission to record in an SSA building, like the officer said, something DMC said you didn't have to, but was ultimately proven wrong. After a few more cordial minutes back and forth, they leave the premises.
Dude, you understand what this means?
Yeah.
This is they don't have the authority to do this.
Right.
They just stamped it saying they received notice of it. This
Right.
is on, dude.
So I'm like Donkey Kong on Monday, bro.
So what are you doing right now?
I was ready to bro, I'm ready to get it right there. I see me getting it.
I just.
But yeah, no, it's
what
just
annoyed me-
timing is
What
everything.
annoyed me though is like a tough guy thing.
How about
He's a good cop. Man.
listen, we're gonna
Let's roll out of here.
what we do,
I don't like. Hold on. I
what
don't
we
like-
do, and
Okay,
this is
stop.
for the
I'm
people.
ahead.
Hold on, we're still recording.
Oh, I thought you were talking.
No, I'm still recording. So what we do is we will offer people on Monday the opportunity to get arrested with us. Let's have like 20 people get arrested, bro.
Okay, so for anyone who's just joining who didn't see the beginning of this video, the guy who was just on camera actually is, I don't know how the hell he got elected, but he actually is a legitimate New Hampshire politician who's a lunatic sovereign citizen and is trying to pass a law where if an airplane has chemtrails coming out of it, that they're allowed to shoot it down. You know how many planes have passengers on them? You know how many hundreds of innocent civilians would be murdered if he started doing that? This lunatic is trying to make that a law. He wrote the bill and he's trying to get it passed. How the hell this guy got elected, I don't know, but stay the hell out of New Hampshire. Get away from this lunatic. So the Frauditor brings him out there because he's a legitimate politician to help him out, because he's like, hey, here's a lunatic who's just as nuts as I am. Maybe I could get him to help me out and do this crap. These guys are insane.
No, I would like to contact other state reps and talk to them about the situation. See what's
Get
going
them there too.
on. I know. I can't do that by Monday.
For some strange reason, Gerhard is under the belief that because the clerk stamped that they received a request to record the sentencing of Freeman, that it somehow automatically gives him the green light to go ahead and do just that. He's wrong in this instance, as no such exception exists, like I said previously. Next up is stage 3, where Gerhard and Footloose intentionally get arrested at Freeman's sentencing because, as they put it, it will, quote, give them standing to challenge the rule. Press NH Now is back for stage 3, but he declined to get arrested, and as a matter of fact, he says, quote, I'll just wait to see what happens with you guys, unquote. Thanks to the folks at Free Keen, the next few minutes that include the arrest will be brought to you without any interruption. Let's get right to it.
So you can't record them. I understand. I'm trying to draw the charge to challenge it later in court.
So whatever you want to charge us with is fine.
He's calling your.
I brought my defense.
Constitution.
And I want to say that the scope of the rules is for civil cases.
Oh, okay.
If you look at the scope of the rules, it says civil only.
Are you recording too?
I'm not answering any questions.
You have a better attorney than I do, apparently.
That's what I mean. You so arrest me, do whatever, and then I'll come back, and when I have to represent myself, it's going to be the same thing in the lobby here. I'm getting in to film my criminal case to challenge this.
He didn't admit that he was either.
Right.
And what are you arresting him under?
Sorry?
What will you be arresting him under? Don't you have to have an articulable, suspicionable
Crime?
something to
What's the crime?
say,
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
arresting someone?
Yep.
And a warning.
All right.
What's going on?
You never got my ID that day, did you?
I can't hear you.
You never got my ID that day, did you?
I still don't understand why you're looking for the fight, but that's okay.
What?
Because this is our protected right.
That's what we
This
do.
is America. This is a public forum for the citizens of New Hampshire. And you're trying to apply a law to criminal cases or a rule, a local rule that applies only to civil matters. So you might want to check the scope of that rule. I'm putting you on notice right now.
We checked it.
You've read the scope?
Yep.
I don't care what the rule itself says.
And you have to file a motion with the court if you want to, that would be the proper procedure.
There is, we talked
guys,
yeah.
let's just, no
We'll
offense,
talk
but
about it.
it's
I'll
like,
tell the judge.
this is the whole legal aspect.
Yeah, I mean, I'll talk to the judge.
So what would you like? What would you like from us to do?
Arrest me. Charge me with whatever your crime you're going to concoct. And that's it. I need to have the standing.
Okay. You understand that the posted rules state that you can't record in the lobby.
I understand that posted rule is for civil cases.
Okay, but I'm telling you, it applies right now. You can't.
That's what you think. Sure, I understand.
You let me finish. It applies right now, and you're given the opportunity to leave or stop recording. So, would you like to leave instead of getting arrested?
Right. Well, I got to be lawful. I haven't heard a lawful order either. I've heard awful orders.
Me too. Two of you.
I'm just not into theatrics. I just want to challenge.
Yeah, let's just do it. Let's get it over with.
All right, you understand, right?
I get it.
Whatever you want to do.
I allegedly violated.
I'm asking you to stop recording.
Yes.
You're not stopping.
I'm standing
He's
on my
asking us.
constitutional rights.
He's
I'm giving
asking.
you the opportunity.
Sure.
So you're gonna start recording?
I'm standing on my constitutional rights to record in a public building.
Okay. All right. All right. He's first.
Oh, you can't do it yourself. You don't have the balls. You have no balls to do it yourself. Do it.
You don't want to be the one in court, but you'll be there.
He doesn't want to go to court.
Sure.
That's why.
I have no problem with it.
He doesn't have the balls. He's gonna send his goons to the corner. Wave the gloves. Wave the gloves.
Cavity search.
You don't have the balls to do it himself, huh? He didn't send you. You just follow up like that. Just do what you're told.
Yep.
So I'm under arrest. I just want to turn it off. Okay, but I'd like to turn it off completely. I'm saying so I might need
So the
to-
battery doesn't.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I didn't know what you were doing.
Giving you the same option, sir. You want to stop recording and leave the building, or do you want to be arrested?
I love the fact that the cop even tried to explain to them, listen, if you really truly believe that that law doesn't apply, then there's a proper way that you could go about challenging it. Purposely going out of your way to get arrested as your method of challenging that law isn't the way the system works. Arguing with a soft set is like, or with the frauditor is like arguing with a 5-year-old. Yep. Well, these guys are soft set frauditors. They're getting more and more to be the same thing, especially people like Harvey Freebird are just blatantly sovereign citizens. But sound of handcuffs is awesome when being slapped on a frauditor. Yes. Absolutely. But here's the thing that really blows my mind, and I've said this before, and I really believe this. I can't prove it, because I don't know what goes on in other people's heads, of course, but just from what I see, I really honestly believe that frauditors don't understand the Constitution. Now, if a frauditor hears me say that, because I know there are some who watch my show, I ain't stupid. They might be like, oh, this idiot doesn't know what he's talking about. We understand the Constitution better than lawyers and people who spend their whole lives studying the Constitution and the people who wrote it. We understand it better than Thomas Jefferson and Benjamin Franklin and John Adams. We understand the Constitution better than God. They don't understand the Constitution at all, because all they ever talk or think about are the amendments. The Constitution is a thing that is the greatest governing document ever written because it can be amended. The amendment process is described within the body of the Constitution itself. But the amendments are not the Constitution. The Constitution is its own thing, and it can be and has been amended over time. The actual Constitution that they always seem to completely ignore explains exactly what the judicial process is. The separation between executive, legislative, and judicial. It explains exactly what the legislative process is. So when these cops are telling them, hey, there's a legitimate legislative process that you could follow to get the legislations you disagree with changed, as described in the Constitution that you're literally waving in my face. And yet you would rather get arrested to prove a point than to actually follow the process as described in the Constitution that you're literally waving in my face. How do you understand that they don't understand what they are misunderstanding their stupidity?
It was Footloose, right? That was your name? Are you recording? Okay. Yeah. You got the phone? Yep. Okay. All right. At this point, you're under arrest. Okay. Turn around.
The law says if you don't have attenuation, the whole place turns into an echo chamber. What?
The battery. Yeah, don't shut that up. Don't touch my property. Don't touch my property. I'm already cuffed up.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting. I'm already cuffed. No, you're trying to take it off and you got me cuffed. It's not going to come off while I'm cuffed. Smart guy. And don't damage my property either. Where are we going? Where are we getting processed?
Right on this floor.
Right on this floor?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
You're going to take it out. You're going to have to.
I don't know. We'll find out. What's the charge? We'll find out on the citation. No, of course not. Because they don't have anything legit, bro. It's all bogus.
You gotta take one cup off so we can
Yes,
safely
sir.
remove your camera.
Safety, yeah.
Probably should have done that first.
What about the deadly weapons? Shod feet. Shoes are a deadly weapon. You can't allow those.
So that's where we stand today. Both Footloose and Gerhard were both charged with CFR 102-74.385, which reads, persons in and on property must at all times comply with official signs of a prohibitory, regulatory, or directory nature and with the lawful direction of federal police officers and other authorized individuals. This just happens to be one of the charges that DMC was found guilty of when he was arrested at the SSA building. So after the arrest of Footloose and Gerhard, Footloose cranked up a live stream to let his viewers know that Stage 4 was on the horizon.
This is Stage 3. What did I tell you guys was Stage 3? Getting arrested. Stage 4 is what? Stage 4 is going to represent myself at the federal courthouse and wearing my body cam and refusing to take it off. And then what are they going to do? They have to let me in to represent myself. Okay, that's been the plan this whole time. So just because we didn't get through the security today, that wasn't the point. The point was to create the standing and get arrested. Okay, there's a long-term strategy here, and it might take, a while to pan out.
I, for one, am excited to see how this pans out, as I've yet to see a challenge like this in a federal courthouse. I believe these two men have a mighty high hill to climb, but at least for Footloose, he seems intent on following through with the whole thing. I will be following this case to its conclusion, so please check back in for future updates. The best way to do that is to make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Until next time, this is Dummy Kruger, and I'll see you guys on the next video.
Classic Dummy Kruger. Awesomeness. Hardness. Okay. All right. Love Dummy Kruger. 68 people in here. 63 likes. Remember, we hit 80 likes. You get a super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show on this wacky Wednesday, because these guys are definitely wackadoodles. Woohoo! They're crazier than nuttier than a Predator Comedy Show is here. His face needed to come with a warning. Yes. I love it. The way he thought it through is kind of like Dr. Evil. Absolutely. Like he has this big whole master plan. I'm going to get arrested on purpose so that I could represent myself and film myself representing myself. Ooh. Anyway, that's going to be interesting to see that video when he puts it out. In the meantime, hey, P. Barnes is here. All right. You know why? Because this idiot keeps messing with my stuff. Stupid punk voodoo dolls. Quit playing around with my electronics. How many likes to get a happy belly dance? No, if you want to actually get a truffle shuffle, legit, happy belly dance, I would need to get $500,000 in PayPal or something. No way. You guys are nuts. Anyway, let's go. Happy nude dance. Yeah, at least $1 million in PayPal. At the minimum, $1 million. Nude. Yeah, no, that'll destroy my whole channel and everything. You can't do nude. So yeah, it would have to be at least $1 million, enough for me to retire and not have to worry about losing my YouTube channel. Florida Jim, what's up? Good to see you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the next video I wanted to show, the more I watch them, the more I love them. I'm really starting to enjoy, even though all he talks about is Moors. The Moors are hilarious. Truth Science 151 and his latest video, The Manufacturing of Moorish Sovereign Citizens. All right, I got to go let in the dog anyway, so here we go.
As well as the standard fair use policy, this video is protected under the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1787.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
Islam Moors. My nationality is Moorish.
Record. Okay, this is Brother Phoenix L. We're at the nationalizing event. We're doing some witnessing and signing of documents so that Sister Ashley Maymoon Bay, right? Did I say that right?
Yes.
All right. Now she's camera shy, so we're not going to put her on camera. All right. But she's a beautiful young melanated sister that is here and declaring her nationality. Now she has a small issue. She's got court coming up when? In a couple weeks, she said. Okay. And I also have Brother Mozzie the Moabite here. Now this brother's seasoned. He knows his stuff. So I'm going to show him, but I'm not going to show the sister. All right.
Yeah, Brother Mozzie sure does look seasoned in sovereign citizen theology.
All right. He says Islam. He says hi to our fellow heirs. Now, here's what we're going to do. She's got court coming up because she has been cited with given a citation and a summons to show up in court for driving without a license, driving on a suspended license, which means you didn't have one, blah, blah, blah. And she had a court date when?
My court date was,
February? January?
December.
She had a court date back in December that she missed.
16th.
December 16th, she missed. So they got a warrant out for her. Now, what are we going to do immediately to help this sister? So I'm going to go through via this video a quick outline of some things that we're going to help her to kind of get in order so that this court case can be eliminated before it ever starts and they can remove the warrant. Brother Mozzie, the Moabite, I'm going to ask you to pull up on Facebook the new verbiage that Sharon and Sister Light Chajiri just put out with the I am so-and-so, so-and-so, so-and-so. Please pull that up and have that ready. And we're going to read that on the record. And we're going to let the sister speak that. She ain't going to be on video, but she's going to speak it out loud. Okay?
So let me get this straight. This sister got multiple tickets and she missed her court date. So now she has warrants for her arrest. And you believe that the answers to getting rid of that warrant is on Facebook? You think that reading some Light Tajiri Bay and Sharon nonsense and speaking it into existence that is going to eliminate her warrant? These Moorish sovereign citizens are some of the most delusional people on the planet.
And that's going to be part of her training as far as what she's going to put in writing and what she's going to demonstrate. Okay. So while he's waiting on that, you just pay attention. These are some of the outlines. Number one, she's going to declare her nationality. We're going to get that done today.
All right.
Number two, we're going to send this stuff out to the 7 locations. All right. Number three, we're going to get her trust set up. We're going to execute her lien on the straw man. Okay. Now I happen to have mine with me today. So I'm going to go over that with her. All right. And so she can see what all is involved, and she's going to have to move at lightning speed because the dates are coming up. But with the, with the statement that she's going to learn and memorize. Okay. Is that it? Let's see. Thank you very much. Perfect. So this is the statement she's going to read. She's going to say, I am Ashley Maymoon Bay, a Moorish American national.
Okay, I'm sorry. I gotta comment on this because this actually is a great question. Like if I've never actually met a Moor, but if I could actually sit down and talk to one of these guys and have a logical conversation, which I doubt they're capable of having, because again, most of them are on the grift, just trying to sell their fake IDs and all this nonsense. But that's a great point. If you have $1 billion trust account in your name Why don't you just cash it in, buy a house instead of picking a random house that's empty and squatting in it? Buy license plates and buy a driver's license and register your car. You got $1 billion. Why not? How come they don't just cash it in and be done with the whole nonsense? Because it's not real. Because it's not real. Because they can't. Because it's not real. Yeah.
National impropria persona sui juris, proprio solo, and proprio heredis.
Excuse me, sir, but I must make a minor correction. It is not sui juris, it is su juris.
Like to jure in propria persona sui juris.
Now I'm going to make sure she understands what all this means. So we're going to break down these words and so forth.
Excuse me, sir, but how do you plan on helping her understand what it means when it means nothing? And I'm sure you don't even know what it means.
I'm a descendant of the great prophets, blah, blah, blah. So start with this, say I am, and then put your appellation in there and continue reading, okay? Say it nice and loud so everybody can hear you.
So this is the theme, like as far as these words,
Mhm.
I'm having a little bit of
That's
trouble.
okay if you have trouble pronouncing them. It's okay. Just
Can you
say them.
pronounce it for me?
Propria,
Propria,
persona,
persona,
sui,
sui,
juris,
juris,
proprio,
proprio,
solo,
solo,
and proprio,
proprio,
heredis.
heredis.
Okay? All right. I am a descendant of the great Pharaoh of Kemet and the Moabites and Canaanites. You are commanded. So this is something you're stating to someone else. You're giving them the command. When you're in court, you are commanded to state your name and nationality for the record without further comment. That's powerful, isn't it? Yeah.
This dude is literally teaching this woman how to become a Moorish sovereign citizen. Unfortunately for her, none of this stuff is going to help her. It's just crazy. Like, this is literally the making of a Moorish sovereign citizen. It's like, for an individual to believe this stuff, they have to be very unintelligent and weak-minded. Why in the world would you think that storming into court and demanding the judge to state their nationalities is going to help you beat your case?
You do not have.
Not only that, whoa, I forgot I had the echo still turned down. But one of the things about the Moors is they always say you have to state your nationality. They do not understand that civil rights in the United States include literally national origin. So nobody's going to state their nationality in court. Because if you considered their nationality, that would be discrimination. You cannot legally take someone's nationality into account. You can't do that. It's illegal. It has been at least since 1963. So them saying you have to state your nationality in court, and then when they don't, see, you guys are breaking the rules. No, if they stated their nationality, they'd be breaking the rules. Oh. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And then, one of the things, and I've said this before, about the whole money thing, like the belief that as soon as you're born, there's a trust fund open under your account and the government gets there. The basic idea, and all the sovereigns believe in this, not just the Moors, but all the sovereigns, that the reason why you can't use your all caps name and all this other stuff is because when a baby is born, other countries give our government these insane amounts of money. Some people say it's $1 million, some say it's $1 billion, some say that it starts as $1 million and builds as you get older every year, it adds more. But here's my point. And this right here, hammer down, the ultimate comeback response to that whole idea. First of all, reminder, we got 63, we got 60, 70 likes. We hit 80 likes. You get a super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. Anyway, here's the proof right here that there's absolutely no truth to that idea at all. Just think about it logically, which none of these people ever do with any of their arguments. And I'm not trying to say this in any way. I'm not trying to open the whole, Roe v. Wade can of worms or any of that stuff. It's just the idea that every time a baby is born, that is how the government gets its money. Why would any sort of birth control or abortion be legal anywhere? If the government's entire thing is based on making money off of newborn babies, why would they let it be legal to prevent having a baby? The government would be encouraging people to have as many babies as you possibly can. They'd be playing commercials on TV. Have you had a baby this year? Make sure you get pregnant. Every movie, every TV show, every commercial, every song, everything would be about have as many babies as possible, have as many babies as possible. Like they'd be pushing people to have babies. If it was true that every time someone had a baby, that automatically gave the government an insane amount of money. Doesn't make sense.
Jurisdiction over me, and you are commanded to set me free. Leave my property. Your property is also your name, your estate. It's not just your physical body.
Am I showing that?
Yeah, that's what's all of that. Never return and cease and desist all actions and contact. This is your due process. You're talking to the judge, okay? And my notice of intent to lien you if you do not do as commanded and take your leave, okay?
This man is instructing this woman to barge into court and threaten the judge. I wonder how that's going to work out for her.
I am. And again, you put your appellation right there, and you're gonna memorize this, so that when you're in front of that judge, you're gonna speak this into existence. All right. So go ahead and read that right now. We're gonna give you a trial run right now. Go ahead.
I, Ashley Mayan Bay, a American national in
Impropria
persona
sui juris.
Well, I can assure you that this script is never going to work if they keep pronouncing Sue as Suey.
Proprio again.
Proprio solo and in propria heredis.
Yes, very good.
I am a descendant of the great pharaohs of Kemet and the mobilities of
Moabites.
Just great. This woman is now a descendant of the mobilities.
And
Canaanites.
You are commanded to state your name and nationality for the record without further comment. You do not have jurisdiction over me. You are commanded to set me free. Leave my property and never return, and cease and desist all actions and contact. This is your due process of my notice of intent to leave. If you do not do as commanded and take your leave.
Okay. And then
I am Ashley Mayan.
All right, very good. So she got it. She spoke it into existence. That was her first trial run. Hand this back to the brother, please. All right. So that was her first trial run. All right. So hopefully you all heard her say that. So the second thing we're going to do, we're going to grab those contracts and the offer to come to court, and we're going to reject them in person or in writing. Okay.
Oh, the language that they use. You get summoned to court. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take this contract. It's not a contract. It's a summons. we're going to take that contract and we're going to say no to their offer. It's not an offer. It's mandatory, you idiot. Oh, these people are so dumb.
Okay. Are you with me?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to need you to get all of your invitations. Okay. That was an invitation to come to court. Did you know that was an invitation?
Yes.
You did? So why did you accept it? If somebody gives you an invitation to a birthday party and you don't like them, do you have to go?
No.
Do you have to accept it?
No.
Okay. Did you want to go to court?
No.
Then why did you accept it?
Because I thought I was programmed to think that.
Say it again.
I was programmed to think that was the way of the law.
Wow. She admitted and she knows that this is programming.
Wow, this is crazy. This man is literally giving this woman advice that is potentially going to ruin her life. He stated that her court date was an invitation. Sir, no, it's not. It's pretty much a demand. You have to be there. That is the law. And the fact that you're telling her otherwise is just mind-blowing. And it's a wonder why these people are in jails at high numbers. They're getting this crazy advice from these random individuals on the internet. Excuse me, sir, but her programming was correct. What you're doing now is deprogramming her and giving her the wrong information, sort of like a virus.
Programming. Did y'all get that? She knows that now because her awareness is coming up. Okay. So it was an invitation that you did not have to accept. The problem is you did not know how to properly reject the invitation. Am I correct?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to teach her how to properly reject the invitation to come to court in 2 weeks. All right. So how do we do that? Well, that information is on the website as well, on the Facebook group page. There is a offer to contract rejected type of terminology, verbiage that you can put on the contract and send back to the court. And as long as you do this before the court date, it precedes them and precedes you and that court date, then they have no right to continue to enforce that contract on you. All right. So we're going to take the original contract from December, the invitation. We're going to reject that one. We're going to reject the new one for the next court date. All right. And all of the other citations that they gave you. So the question is, who do we send that to? We're going to send it to the clerk of courts. We're going to send it to the sheriff. We're going to send it to the county attorney, the so-called prosecutor, which is the DA. We're also going to send it to the state attorney general's office. Okay. So we're going to send basically 3 or 4 copies out. They're all going to be notified that you have rejected the offer to go to court, which is an offer to contract, and you're not being forced to contract. In addition, you're going to serve them a copy of your declaration so they know who you are now, all right? And that you're not going to be forced into a contract unilaterally for their benefit, because the whole reason that they are doing the contract is so they can take money from your estate, okay? So that's the overall outline. There's a few more steps that I'm going to go over with her, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video to share the whole process of what we actually did after we finished doing everything, and share that with the fellow heirs out here, our fellow brothers and sisters, okay? So that's it for now. And do you feel a little bit better already?
Yes.
Say it again?
Yes.
Yes, nice and loud. Okay. So she's got some things that was concerning her, but it motivated.
Yes. Here's the thing. What this guy is doing is horrible, but that's kind of the whole point of this video, right? Is to show, like, these people aren't all con artists. These are people who are being conned by people like this guy. This is showing how they trick naive people into falling for their BS. Now, this guy, I don't know if he's a guru that's just in it to try and make money by selling fake IDs and fake licenses and fake paperwork, or if he legitimately believes in it and thinks he's trying to teach people the way. But either way, this is how this BS spreads. Just like any kind of a cult or any weirdo thing like that. You get a bunch of naive people who don't know any better and you try to explain to them some BS and they believe it. Oh, okay. Dum, da, dum, dum, dum. Yeah.
Needed her to go ahead and move forward and get her nationality done. So if this is the only way that some of our young ones are going to step up to the plate and decide to declare their nationality, so be it. But we need to be ready, willing, and able to assist them, okay, to be able to stand up properly and to demonstrate that they can become competent heirs, that they are not wards of the state. Okay, so we've got a lot of work to do to help the young sister, but we're going to do that. Okay, so peace and love to everyone out there on Facebook. I'm going to post this up on my YouTube channel, Moorish Americans. All right, peace and love, everyone. Today is Saturday, March 9th, and we are at the nationalizing event. We got a few more people that are coming out in about a half an hour, 45 minutes. So this was a perfect opportunity for some teaching. I'm going to go over with her some of the presumptions. And there's this document, Roman Court Procedures, 12 Key Presumptions, is actually posted in the, and this is an excellent document to get your foundation information together. As far as the presumptions of court, just so happens that I just printed this out. I guess Spirit was telling me I was going to need this today because I had no idea that this sister was going to be going through these things. So it just shows.
Wait a minute. I'll get to you in a minute, Blackheart. I saw you. Love you, Blackheart, but wait. Listen. I honestly think that maybe the stupidity has finally done it. I really believe that my brain just popped inside my skull. And I don't know if I take my headphones off, it might start coming out of my ears. Did this guy just cite court procedures from ancient Rome? Did he, like, is that like what just happened for real? Like that applies now in the United States. Oh, no, this isn't the United States. This is Morocco. What does it have to do with Rome? That's Northeast Africa. Closer to Egypt. I'm glitching. I'm glitching. Ladies and gentlemen, 73 people in here, 74 likes. We hit 80. You get a super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. We got 2 happy dances. No, we got 2 tasins. We got 2 tasins. We got Blackheart 9 for $2. News Now Voodoo, you're a more, and you get a taste for that. All right. And Highway Star for an additional $2. Voodoo, you're an anti-rock and roll man. Tase time. All right. So while we're on our way to 80 likes in the super ultra mega hardcore happy dance, Let's start with 2 tasings. We're going to do a double dose of taselating for that voodoo doll. Get your ass over here, boy.
What? This is stupid stuff. Ugh. Oh, dag nabbit has. All right. All right, what do we got? Well, where is it? Come on, help me out, man. I'm trying to do my job. Highway Star, you're an anti-rock. Voodoo taste time. Where's the other one? I thought you said something about Blackheart. Oh, Blackheart, of course. Accusing me of being a Moor. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I'm a more awesome pimp than you are. Woohoo, yeah. You know it, baby. Woohoo. All right. Ow. Dang it. Hey, give me my Vicodin back. Ow. All right, I guess not. Hey, look, my arm, man. It's all good. Check it out. I still need my pills, though. You know what I'm saying, man? Yeah, that is good stuff. Ow. Dang nabbit. I thought I was supposed to get tased, not smacked upside the head. All right, anyway. Ow! All right, listen, guys. I think that Hezokuai's the one who should get tased, right, Hez?
Oh, hell no. You ain't doing that. I'll smack you upside the head until your brains fall out your ears.
Hey, I thought you were the... What? You just made that same joke about yourself, man. Come up with new material, Hez.
All right, knock, knock.
Who's there?
You're a dumbass.
You're a dumbass who?
Well, you're a dumbass douche canoe. What?
That's not funny. What are you trying to do? Oh, crap! Oh, I get it! Sorry. Ow!
Something weird was going on with my tongue there. I don't know what happened. Taselating! That's right. She knows what's up. Ancient Chart Music and Art. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier. Alexa Glade 28. What's up? Janice, what's up? I saw Jade in here earlier. Watch the turds. Holy crap, hammer sauce. Unclean hands. Oh, this is you. All right. The second I saw that, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's the same guy on a different account. That's funny because you missed the part where he said, I think I'm going to ban him to see if he comes back under a different account. And you did. You took the bait. That's awesome. All right, let's see. Luna Nights. Let's see. Salacious. News Now Voodoo. There he is. Good at Sue Bear. What's up? Even Morocco has rules. Oh, these guys wouldn't last 5 minutes in the real Morocco. Oh, hell no. Just like when I mean, I don't know if there's any here now, but I know I got some Native American fans. They're appalled by these guys claiming to be natives. Oh, hell no. Oh, you just don't understand how things really work, Hez. That's right. They know. I don't. Oh, man. At least in Scotland, we got spared for the moment. 80 likes, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys so much. You're the best fans in the world. And yes, we're going to do it super, mega, ultra, hardcore, happy dance. All right. I can't wait. I love this part. Oh, it doesn't count until I put the hat on. The wonderful, beautiful, fantastic hat. I actually got yelled at the other day for calling it a stupid hat. Apparently, Perry got offended. The janitors told me he don't like that. He told them he don't like it. So this is my awesome hat. I got to prep. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo! Ah. All right. Let's get this starty parted. All right. Hey, what are you doing back over here?
I told you in the comments, I was going to give him the butt crack dance. But you didn't give me the chance, so I get it now. Ha ha! Look at my butt! Look at my butt! That's funny stuff, right, Hez? Ow! Ain't happy.
Oh, man. That's a hot hat. I got to do something about my hair, man. And my beard. I don't know. I got to get trimmed up. Got to get cleaned up, man. I'll tell you guys the honest truth. I haven't shaved or got my hair cut yet because I wanted to set it up. I was planning on doing, but I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. But I was planning on doing another episode of the for those of you who don't know, because I only got a couple hundred views on them. They don't seem very popular, but I like doing them. I have a series called reacting to popular Frauditor videos, where I'll just show like a old school like Siskel and Ebert kind of movie review show, but I'll do like 4 or 5 different Frauditor videos, and I'll just show clips and then have a conversation with 2 different characters, Alan Newcastle and then Hezokuai. Those are the 2 different characters I play in those. And so what I was thinking of doing, because I plan on getting a haircut and trimming my beard, what I was thinking of doing is filming half of it like this, and then shave and get a haircut, and then film the other half so that the 2 characters, when they're talking to each other, actually kind of look like 2 completely different guys. Not completely different, because they're both going to be devastatingly handsome. But, you know, I can't help that. That just comes with the territory. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's enough of that crap. Anyway, we got 5 gifted memberships from Highway Star. Here's your happy dance, Highway. All right. Thank you very much. Alan Newcastle isn't real. Oh no, he's very disappointed. Let's say he's as real as the Bobs. All right. You like my beard? You think I should leave it? I don't know. I thought it was getting too gangly. I don't want to look like Wolfman Jack. But I don't know. Put a 1 in the chat if you dig the beard, or a 2 if you think I should trim it. I won't be offended if you put 2 because I was planning on trimming it. But you guys might be able to make me change my mind and keep it. Especially when it's the ladies who are saying they like it. All right. Shut up. All right. Anyway, let's watch the end of this stupid idiot from this idiot Moore. Here we go.
We are being motivated. We're being led by spirit, and that's a good thing. So I'm going to go over these with her and offline, and not on the just to get her competence and her understanding elevated for her benefit. Okay. All right, everyone. Peace and love. We'll talk to you soon. Peace out.
Okay, so that is what Morris nationalization looks like. Now, of course, none of anything that he says means anything. But, you know, hey, these people are entitled to believe what they want to believe. We are in the land of the free.
All rise and stand. This is Southern Living Ancient Article North American Al-Moroccan Court Action. I am the living sovereign, living justice, Anawa and Kylie Bay, and Captain Feminismo Nolo, and Propia Persona Juris, and Propia Solo, and in Propia Paredes. I gave your office a message telling them not to use any key in that door. I am the Lord of this land, okay? State your name and nationality for the record. State your name and nationality for the record. State your name and nationality for the record. When I find out who you are, I will have a provost marshal come and arrest you, and you are going to Guantanamo Bay.
So since this is Moorish Nationalization Day, let's get some other Moors in this video proclaiming their Moorish nationalities.
I am appearing on behalf of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, 1787. Islam, family, Islam. Peace and grand rising to the Moorish National Republic Federal Government. I am not driving, I am traveling. My chosen Moorish appellation is Amios USA Kmal Auto Turkbay. In capitis minutio nolo, in propria persona sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredes, at this time, and at all points in time. For those who are not traveling, all rise and stand, and remain standing into perpetuity. Islam. Remain standing, so that you can hear and obey the commands from the living sovereign Moorish American, Al-Moroccan, national states, national justices. This is the sovereign living Article 3 Moorish American, Al-Moroccan, consular court action.
All right. Now, obviously, this is a cartoon, but he's got the AI reading the actual script that legitimately these people use. I've heard that before. And that proves beyond a reasonable doubt that these people literally have no idea what they're talking about. I command you to stand in perpetuity. In other words, you've decided that no humans are allowed to sit down ever. And we're going to listen to you because you said some Latin words in there and pronounced them wrong.
We are the sovereign living justices and letterisium capitis, in red ink, and propria persona sui juris, and proprio solo, and in proprio heredes. We are Auto-Chanthan Asabe plus original indigenous sovereign Moorish Al-Moroccan nationals, and we are exercising all our rights at this time and at all points in time, nunc pro tunc. No United States corporation company citizen, Delaware facto government, nor their agents, principals, heirs, assigns, nor any derivatives thereof has personam jurisdiction, nor territorial jurisdiction, nor subject matter jurisdiction over any Moors. The dolarium is the fiduciary money of the Moorish National Republic federal government. The Federal Reserve notes are a debt and a fraud on the Moorish homeland of Northwest Amexem. The United States of America Corporation Company is a commercial company, not a country. A commercial company. Colonizers from the United States of America Corporation Company will be detained and sent to Guantanamo Bay by the Provost Marshal of the Moorish National Republic federal government. This Moorish aboriginal justice stands as law. Islam.
My sovereign-born appellation is Syndicate L von Superman Bay, in capitis demitio nolo, in propria persona juris, in propria solo, and in propria heredis. No United States corporation, company citizens, nor their agents, principals, heirs, nor assignees has personam jurisdiction over me, nor over any Moors. We do hereby terminate all corporate contracts. We are the law, we are the government, and we are the heirs to all land, all natural resources, and all commerce at America. Peace and grand rising to the sovereign de jure Moorish National Republic federal government and our sovereign Moorish American consulate and our Moorish American consulate court. We are one. Islam.
Another thing about that stupidity that comes from the Moors all the time is this whole sort of idea that they seem to have in general. And he kind of like mentioned it at the end there, is they talk about the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, that actually is a real thing. It does exist. I've read it. And even if, which it's not, okay? But even if these guys were legitimately Moorish nationals and all that nonsense they're proclaiming was covered by the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, if you read the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, it doesn't give anyone any of the stuff that these guys are talking about. It's like, hey, I am my own government and I can go wherever I want and just walk into a house and just stay there and declare it's mine because I'm a Moor and that's the way it works according to the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. You never read the Treaty of Peace and Friendship because it doesn't say anything even remotely close to that. There's more to it than this, but basically the bulk, like 80% or more of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship is about American boats and, you know, North African boats like from actual Morocco and the way they deal with each other and commercial aspects of their dealings on the water. You know, maritime jurisdiction. Like actually, it's all about basically saying, we won't bomb any of your ships no matter what if you don't bomb any of our ships no matter what. That's basically what the Treaty of Peace and Friendship says. That Morocco isn't going to bomb the U.S. and the U.S. isn't going to bomb Morocco. The idea, legitimately, if it actually was being used for real, would be like, say, for example, if during World War II, Moroccan ships were going back and forth and U.S. ships were going back and forth, and one was on the Allied side, obviously, and the other was on the Axis side, that because of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, they wouldn't attack each other. That's basically what it covers. Again, it covers more than that, but it certainly doesn't say that all Moroccans are the United States government. It doesn't even come close to hinting at something like that on any level. These guys are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Yeah, I said it. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, women and children of all ages, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I'm going to continue to say it every day because it's always true. I got the best fans in the world. That's you guys. And not only do I say I have the best fans in the world because everyone says that, but I have physical evidence to prove it. Ladies and gentlemen, that painting on my wall right there was hand painted by my fan, Judy Johansson. That shirt right there, that's a Little Chihuahua Big World shirt. The writing on there was handbrushed by hand by Little Chihuahua herself. I got a Debo's Nation t-shirt right there. It was a gift from my fan, Debo's Nation. Next to that, I got a Frauditor Troll shirt. It was a gift from my fan, Frauditor Troll. Got my Kit Kat from my fan, Keeping It Criminal. Right. You can't really see it because it's so small. Every day I say this, but I never do it. I want to get a bigger picture of it to show you guys. But I got there a vintage mini VW bus I got as a gift from my fan, Frauditor Ram. It happened. I'm telling you. Baby Voodoo, my microphone, my speakers, my hardcover Constitution were all gifts from my fan, the one and only Unclean Hands. Merg's favorite creator, apparently. I made a joke about doing a word of the day bit. And then right after that, I got this dictionary of unusual and obscure words from my fan, Ray Ray. Who's going to be teaming up with Professor Crack pretty soon in a video coming up. Then I got over here, I got this hacky sack. I got this little Hez dispenser. Oh, I like that. As opposed to a Pez dispenser, it's a Hez dispenser. I just invented that right now. It's a Hez dispenser. I like that as a name for this thing because it says Hez, see? I got this Hez dispenser, and I got this hacky sack, and that voodoo doll over there is a necklace on that says Hezokuai on it. All handmade by my fan, Leland Squirrel. Of course, the voodoo dolls, handmade by my fan, Salacious. The one and only Salacious, ladies and gentlemen. All of the plastic parts were done 3D printed by her son, Mason. Great kid. He also helped her with these mini voodoo dolls, which, by the way, any of you guys who got one of these after last month's giveaway, if you got one and you decorate it and send us a picture of your decorated voodoo doll, that photograph in and of itself will automatically get you entered into a future giveaway on this very channel. What else do I got? Oh, I didn't even get to the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, this drawing right here is a drawing. I'll show you a close-up of it. I got the original on the wall. This is a drawing, a fan art drawing of Voodoo getting tased, drawn by my fan, Sue Bear. And right next to that, I got a drawing of Unclean Hands that was drawn by my fan, Paul Rue Moore Frazier. Right here, I got this sign. Notice, Frauditors is not permitted beyond this point, according to UCC 69-222-333-444. The original design was designed by Motorcare. The sign itself, the actual physical sign, was made by my fan, Michelle with 1L. Motorcare actually designed this award for me as well. Excellence in Exposing Frauditors Award, presented to Frauditor Follies, Hezokuai Jenkins, in recognition for your awesome content in 2023. All right. And right under that, directly underneath that, I have a promotional poster for the Saturday Night Snafu Show, sponsored by the Graham and Bob Show, that was custom made for me by the Graham and Bob Show. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, these Legos right here, this is a Lego set of Lego flowers that were sent to me by my fan, Flower Power. And yes, and I know you guys all hate David Pillow Jr., but even he sent me a gift. This Grateful Dead sticker, all right. I got this coffee mug from my fan, Welsh News Network. I got a hat too, it's back there, you can't really see it. And then I got this News Now Enemy mug from my fan, Katie Zed's brother. From my fan, News Now Enemy, all right. When am I going to be known as my own man and not just as Katie's brother? It's a joke, relax, will you? Milk bone eating mug. That was hilarious. That was great. I hope that if you're watching still News Now Enemy, I know you were here earlier. If you're still watching, I hope you understand that I thought that was a great episode. I thought it was fun. So I'm teasing you in fun because I thought it was awesome. On Katie's Ed show on Saturday. Sunday. All right. Home Dog Audits, I want one of those signs. Name the painting Hez, but you forgot it. The first thing I said was the painting, unless you're talking about the new painting that she just did. This is just a photograph of one of her paintings, though. That's a physical painting I have on the wall from Judy Johansson. I thought it was the first thing I said. I usually do it in a very specific order so that I don't forget anything. If I did, I apologize. And if I didn't, well, then that's what happened. Wait till next month, Hez. All right, I will. Starting right now. Sorry. Charles Order said, bet! Now that would be an interesting stream. Like if I did like a thing where like, if I got a certain amount of money per hour, I would stay and not move. Other than maybe to go to the bathroom and take a drink or something. For however long I can go. That would be an interesting challenge, but I don't know if anyone would care, but neither do I, because I just said it on Hump Day! Wacky Wednesday here in the Hezokuai show. Frauditor Follies YouTube channel, which you all know we love and love and love. I love you guys so much. You're the best fans in the world. There ain't no doubt about it. Ain't no about a doubt it. And so all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we got about 20 minutes left. We're at 92 likes. If we could hit 100 before we wrap it up for the day, then you could get a second super, mega, ultra, hardcore happy dance. Erica already said it. 8 more likes. Let's go. Oh, my goodness gracious me. So in the meantime, what's up, guys? What do you want to talk about today? Like I said, it's been working pretty good. I've been enjoying this whole thing that I've done for the last week where I end the last half hour of the show with just basically hanging out with you guys, talking about, you know, whatever you guys are getting into. It looks like, let's see, I saw Pulp Fiction. Oh, you dug it? Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, see, if you like Quentin Tarantino movies, then you got to watch all the Quentin Tarantino movies. And in fact, I think, like, obviously you said you Jackie Brown, one of his best. Pulp Fiction. If you didn't see Reservoir Dogs, you got to see that one. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is his most recent one. Fantastic picture. Inglourious Bastards, a great World War II picture. I mean, so much of his stuff is so good. Hateful Eight. I mean, he's got, I could go on and on and on. The only one that is not questionable, because all of his movies are good, but even Quentin Tarantino himself is not over the moon about the way a movie he made called Death Proof came out. There's nothing wrong with Death Proof. It's Kurt Russell. It's Kurt Russell. I could take my potato cam and shove it in Kurt Russell's face for half an hour, and it'd be one of the best damn movies ever made. It's Kurt frickin' Russell, for crying out loud. But apparently when you watch the film, what I got out of it is I felt like, and again, after hearing what Quentin Tarantino has said in some interviews about it, I think it's not out of turn for me to say, I'm just thinking it's like, I think he himself would agree that all of Quentin Tarantino's movies, except Death Proof, all of them, basically, whatever it is he's trying to do, he does it. Kill Bill, he's trying to do like a crazy, over-the-top kung fu movie. That's exactly what he does. You know, Pulp Fiction, he's trying to do a pulp film. That's exactly what he does, right? Whatever the movie is what he was trying to do. That's what the movie is. With Death Proof, Kirk, did I say Kirk? Kurt, no. Wait, now you got me confused. Kurt Russell, right? Or Kirk Cameron? Or James T. Kirk? Kurt Russell, yes. Kirk Russell. Man, we got to invent a Kirk Russell. I don't think there is one yet. Anyway, the thing about Death Proof, Kurt Russell has never disappointed me. That's right. Why does that a sigh? You want him to disappoint you? Like you're waiting for a crappy Kurt Russell movie. Oh, and his performance in The Hateful Eight. He's been in 3 that I just off the top of my head, I can think of 3 Quentin Tarantino films with Kurt Russell. He was in Hateful Eight. He was awesome in that. He was in, what's the most recent one? Ding Dong Dang Dag Nabbit. See, I almost said Bone Tomahawk because that's a Kurt Russell picture too, but that's not a Quentin Tarantino picture. Anyway, 97 likes. Woohoo, we're on the way. So the thing about Death Proof is that when I watched it, what I noticed for me that was different about it than all the other Quentin Tarantino pictures is that watching Death Proof, I saw what he was trying to do. It's a very subtle difference. I'm not dissing Death Proof. I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying that it felt more like all of his other movies, whatever he was trying to do, that's what the movie was. Like the movie just, that was it. Death Proof was, I could see what he's trying to do here. And he himself even said that he didn't really focus on that movie, making it the way he really wanted to, because that movie was meant to be a double feature shown like in the theater, 2 movies. Death Proof is the second movie. And it was supposed to be like this thing where it was packaged together as one thing. You go to see this movie and you see these 2 pictures. And he was more focused on that idea, that aspect of it, than the actual film itself. That's basically what he said. So I could kind of see again. Yeah, I'm not saying don't see Death Proof. If you want to do the Quentin Tarantino catalog, that's in it, and you won't be disappointed. It's a good damn movie, yes. But at the same time, yep, Planet Terror, that's the other one, yep. That's the thing. I guess that's more of the point, is that it's specifically meant to be watched with the other picture before it and the fake commercials in between. It's all meant to be one overall movie experience. So maybe that's what I'm getting at, is that when you just watch Death Proof by itself, you're not getting the full experience of what it was specifically made for. Yeah. Yeah, Planet Terror and Death Proof, exactly. So you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Yep. Like that smash button, please. Florida Jim, nobody deleted any of your comments. What are you talking about? I'm looking right at them. I'm highlighting them. Like, what the hell? I don't know. Maybe I missed something. I missed a lot. Man, I've been talking about Planet Terror for 5 minutes now, and Graham finally caught up. I guess it's that delay from the UK going all over the ocean. Yep, that's where we got Machete from. That's exactly where it came from. It was a fake commercial in between Death Proof and in between Planet Terror and Death Proof. They had fake commercials, and one was for Machete, which people love so much that they actually turned it into a real movie. All right. 99 likes, one more, and we get our super ultra mega hardcore happy dance. Florida Jim, everybody says they can see your comments. Somebody keeps knocking my comments down, but I put them out there in like 5. If not gone through bit, no big deal. I don't know, man. We're all reading your stuff, man. I don't know. Yes. Everyone loves a good machete. All right. Somebody tried to hit like that already did, so it actually went down. There we go. Now we're back up to 99. All right. So let's see where we at. We got about 15 minutes left in the show. Let's see what else is going on. We're talking about movies. For those of you who missed the beginning of the show, I went and I saw Haunting in Venice last night. Wow, beautiful. Loved it. 4 out of 5 stars. Absolutely, no question. Awesome, awesome, awesome picture. I really, really, really dug it. Highly recommend it. It's good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. 101 likes. All right, all right. 101 dag nabbits. Instead of 101 Dalmatians, 101 dag oh, never mind. Anyway, it's time for the second super, mega, ultra, hardcore happy dance of the day. All right. Not official till I put on the hat. Do, 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 do. Let's straighten that out. All right. Oh, this is going to be great. Number 2. That's how we do. All right. Let's get this starty parted. Here we go. Sorry, I had to prep. All right, here we go. Go. Getting ready for the show, show. yeah, all right. Oh, crap. I didn't mean to have it on me. Thank you, guys. $10 for Maserati 5000 GT. Let's have 100 likes. Celebration, yes. Yes. Go, Hez, go. Work up a sweat. Oh, you know it with this thing on, especially. Woohoo. Yes. I love the happy dance. Basically, this here. This is what that's my leg day, man. Makes every day leg day. Because that's I could feel it in my thighs. I love it. DMA got nothing on you, Hez. That's right. Anyway, ask Hez if he knows the painting. The painting. What are you talking about the painting, Carl? Which painting? I thought you were talking about Judy's painting. Or maybe Paul Rumor Fraser's drawing or Sue Bear's drawing. The hell are you talking about, man? Oh, and by the way, ladies and gentlemen, talking about wonderful, awesome, unbelievable, amazing happy dance celebrations. Let's do what we haven't done all day yet. The special edition, homemade just for me, talking about all my fans making me custom stuff. Custom made for me, Dick Bag Patrol Happy Dance.
All right. All right.
Yes. I love Dick Bag Patrol. Let's see. Oh no, flower power. No, don't clap about that. No, don't. I'm sorry to hear that. God bless. I hope. Oh, I feel so bad. You know, Graham from the Graham and Baba Show literally just had to do the same thing the other day. Well, you know what? Just for that, I'm going to give you a triple dipple happy dance just because you need some cheering up. Here we go. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. Yes, and what's the best way to follow that up?
All right.
Love it. Does anyone make a dance chair? Well, the one I'm in works pretty damn well for it, I'll tell you what. Yeah, see, Graham knows what's up. Flower power. That's right. Flower power is the one. For those of you who don't know, gave me the Lego flowers right there. That was a gift from my fan, Flower Power. All right. You guys. No doubt, for reals. For real. Like, Lisa Alcazar. All right, good to see you. But yeah, that's. Well, look at all the love in this chat. Oh, the name of Judy's painting is what you're talking about, Carl. Oh, yeah, I remember. But ask her when she shows up. I could look it up. It's in the original. Oh, wait, you know what? Actually, yes. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Let me see. Wait, I want to check something because I might actually. It's a thing. It actually is a thing. Hold on. All right, hold on. Wait, I'm gonna put some music on because I despise dead air on my show. So I'm gonna put music on just for 5 seconds. I gotta go grab something because I thought of something when he asked that, and it might. I don't know. It might. All right, I'm back. So for those of you who don't know, and I actually like that this came up because I want to make sure that you guys really, truly understand that, like, you know, I do my bit every day where I say I got the best fans in the world, and I can prove it because all the gifts you guys give me, which I appreciate your generosity, blows my mind every single day. But when I say I really, truly love you guys, and like you guys are really important to me, I'm not just saying that because you're my fans and that's how I make my money or whatever. No, like it really is. You guys really are important to me. I have a folder, a fan mail folder that I created that I put all the letters and, you know, whatever kinds of any paper things I get from you guys. So because you said, what's the name of the painting? I just thought, I don't remember. That's why I said maybe. But if Judy sent me a letter with it, it would be in here. So let's see. Look at this. I'll show you some of the stuff I got. I got this. This is a trifold. This trifold was made by Leland Squirrels. This cheap trifold has the answers. And look, it actually does. Like, it's for the hacky sack and it's the voodoo doll necklace and everything that she sent with it. It's all part of the trifold. It says, what's up, Playboy, on the back. It's ripped on purpose. That's part of the gag because you can't destroy it, but it's already ripped when she sent it. I got some other stuff here that's, you know, I don't want to dox anybody. But look, I got handwritten note from a fan. I got, this is the letter that came from Flower Power. This is the letter from Michelle when she sent that drawing. What else? Yeah, I got some stuff in the back. And that's another. Ladies and gentlemen, I just realized something. I haven't even talked about the prizes for this month's giveaway yet. And somebody said something in the chat about how they like that sign designed by Modicare, but created by Michelle with one L. She made 2 of them. Maybe this could be the grand prize of this month's giveaway. If you guys would be interested in that, put a 1 in the chat. All right. That would be fantastical. Anyway, so Judy must have sent me an email or something. So I'm thinking maybe I should start printing out the fan emails and putting those in here too. But no, that's not a good idea because then this thing would be, I'd have 17 of these full by tomorrow. I get a lot of emails. Anyway, there's more stuff in there, but I don't like a lot of stuff that came from the people have like the names and addresses and stuff on there. I don't want to dox anybody. Couple ones in the chat, so it does seem like a couple people might be interested in that. So we'll see about that. Yeah. If the Moors are the government, please show a photo of one of your firehouses. Right? Well, that's the thing. They will say that everything's theirs. See, this is one of the big problems with the Moors, is that, like, when they go squatting, like, if they steal something, they don't think they're stealing because everything is already theirs. They're not stealing your house. If it's in this country, it belongs to them, so it is theirs. They're just claiming what's already theirs in their twisted skull. They're no brains. Galaxy Overflow! Carl remembers. Thank you, Carl. I appreciate the appreciation. She would probably be pissed if I didn't remember that. So don't tell. Don't you guys rat me out. I just got done praising you for 15 minutes. Don't rat me out to Judy that I forgot the name. Thank you very much. I didn't forget it. I just didn't remember it. These guys, they keep interrupting me. I said, okay.
Awesome.
No, dang nabbit. All right, let's try it again. How about this? We'll go with a kiss. Oh, that was nice. Oh, no, damn it. All right. Oh, that was nice.
Awesome.
All right. Hey. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you guys so much. You're the best fans in the world. No BS about it. It's a fact. Oh, man, I got to get this restarted. I'll just put it on repeat. And so, ladies and gentlemen, with that, I would love to say, as I always do at the end of the show, don't forget the Saturday Night Snafu. Every Saturday night, right here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel, with me and my co-host, Frauditor News Network, who should be back from New York this Saturday in time for the Miss Mandy Show. Just this Saturday at 5 Eastern, our guest is going to be Miss Mandy 777. And then on September 30th, ladies and gentlemen, right here on the Frauditor Follies YouTube channel, Saturday, September 30th on 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, join me and my co-host, Frauditor News Network, with the rescheduling, the appearance of our guest, Tommy Kruger! Yes! And then on October 7th, ladies and gentlemen, the return of News Now Enemy's sister! Katie Zed's gonna be here, all right! Right on his birthday. She's celebrating his birthday by being a guest on my show. I love it! It's gonna be a lot of fun. Somebody try and give me some Klondike bars before Saturday since Mandy's gonna be here. October 14th, Graham from the Graham and Bob Show is going to be my guest. Can you believe that? I don't know. The Bobs, I think, are going to be pissed that he's on there and they're not, but we'll see. And then on October 28th, ladies and gentlemen, October 28th is going to be epic. Epic, I'm telling you. Because every Saturday at 5 o'clock, I do my show with Frauditor News Network. And every Saturday at 7 o'clock, Doc Danger does his music show. Well, on the 28th, Saturday, the 28th, Doc Danger is going to be my guest. We're going to combine them. So starting at 5 o'clock, we're going to have an epic music show. Heavy Metal Halloween. It's the Saturday before Halloween. We're going to do the Heavy Metal Halloween show. It's going to be brilliant. Doc Danger is a huge supporter of this channel. Has been from the get-go. Love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Ding dong dang dag nabbit. I said it once, I'll say it again. Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est? Fa 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 fa. You better run, 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 run away. Love you guys. Oh crap, hammer sauce. I knew it. See, I was when I did that Talking Heads bit just now. Talking Heads bit sounds like Mrs. Nesbit. I'm looking at the chat. I got Katie and Nine of me arguing. I love it. I love it. I forgot to pull the Elvis no. I was doing that to buy time. Here he is, guys. Love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. And as the Elvis no always says, oh, yeah, yeah. I'm all shook up.
And the next one now.
What's his tail gonna go?
Ready?
His tail's gonna go.
Now I know somebody gonna comment and say, "Oh, it's just a carpet snake. They're virtually harmless." Man, please, I don't care what you talking about. I thought that was a brontosaurus snake when I first started watching it. Then I realized that I was just one snake right there. But that thing longer than a day at work.
Water.
This is exactly what it feel like when you try to wash off a spoon. But that little girl thought she was getting waterboarded, man. She tried to block every water molecule that came through that window.
We all have that one friend that we have to tell to be nice to other people.
This might come as a surprise to y'all, but it's me. As a matter of fact, if you ever wondered why I don't have any friends or why I don't really get invited to places, that's why. I mean, it's not that I'm mean either, you know what I'm saying? I don't really bite my tongue. So, you know, in regular life, I'm a pretty quiet guy. I don't really talk unless I'm spoken to, you know what I'm saying? I just be in my own little world. But when I do talk, and I feel like a lot of people are just accustomed to letting people do whatever. And I ain't one of them folks, bro. I'll bake you, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel morally obligated to remind you that I'm better at it, right? And then when you go get your friend to defend you, I'm going to bait them too. And then next thing you know, I done flamed your mama, your daddy, your granddaddy, your dead grandmammy, like your whole family tree on fire. And you could have just shut the hell up.
It's a word you pronounced incorrectly one time and it still haunts you to this.
I guess I'd tell the story, but y'all don't laugh at me too hard. So I was at the store one time. I was a little youngin', and you know, I seen a jar of jalapenos, but I didn't know Spanish at the time, so I didn't really understand the pronunciations. And I'm also a little dyslexic, so I was talking about, let me get some of them Japalinos. Japalinos, bro. I said it the wrong way incorrectly.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not.